y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we are in the building, Peep Squad. Can you hear me? Because for some reason, StreamYard is telling me my mic is not connected, but then it's showing that it is connected. So y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, baby. But in any event, let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Married to Medicine season 9, episode 4. What y'all thinking? What y'all feeling? But please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So in any event, we're going to get down to the situation. But before we do, we're going to talk about Mr. Pastor Whitehead. I talked about him a couple of days ago, but that video was actually very, very long, But in any event, Whitehead is still out here in these streets, and he is profiling, and he's showing people what he got. I think he wants people to come to his crib and visit him. I don't know. But check this out.
Bishop Whitehead, and I'm going to walk you into my prayer closet. This is my prayer closet. And one would think that, wow, look at your closet. Got all my priestly robes and more. Designer coats, you name it, Gucci, Louis, you name it. Fendi, you name it. More coats. And then when you walk into my shoe closet, every designer wear for days. But I didn't come on to talk about designer wear. Good afternoon.
I mean, he's just out here profiling. So now he's letting us know what's in his closet and what he got. I guess, something else is going to happen in this situation. But this Sunday, Bishop Whitehead was out here in these streets profiling on Sunday. Let's check this out. I can't.
Whitehead. Amen. Amen. I need everybody to stay focused with me today.
Yo, he is really, profiling. He's out here letting you know from shoes up down to his neck. He's out here profiling, even the glasses. Baby, I don't know. Marlo, I think you done met your match. Marlo, you and him got a whole lot in common. You might as well just, what is going on? So he's out here doing a whole lot in this situation. And I don't know if he's out here asking for more trouble. You know what I mean? Because he done already say he can identify the people that robbed him. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that situation. Yes, Bishop Whitehead out here in these streets profiling, babe. He's doing whatever he gotta do to stay on top. And we'll fight for free. Kenya Moore was too funny for this situation when she said that about Drew. But in any event, have you guys heard about Mystical? So Mystical, rapper Mystical from Louisiana, he's back locked up for the same crimes that and more additional crimes that he have commit against women in the past. And basically now he's back up in jail in 2022 for these, crimes that allegedly he did something to a female, a woman. And, it's just like, wow. Like, he needs a companion partner. He needs, somebody to be with him 24 hours a day for real. Like, come on. I guess they love jail. I don't know. But y'all tell me what y'all think about Mystical in this situation. Innocent until proven guilty. But serving 5 years for the same crime that you being, allegedly arrested for, and then you was accused another time, and that was dropped and thrown out, and then boom, you skeeted away, and then now look at here, 2022, he's back in jail for the same crimes, but just additional crimes added. Okay, like, come on, like, what's going on? Like, yeah, this is definitely a crazy situation. So how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's going on, Reed? What's going on, Miss T? How you doing? Miracle 82 in the building. Kathleen, how you doing, girl? Good evening, everyone. Miss T, that looks like Sheree's closet, Lord. Why did he go live? Because he's still, eating off that clout, baby. For real, Miss T, that Sheree suit. Yeah, that's Sheree's suit from last night. Lord have mercy. He's too much for me. He is too much. But we did a thorough breakdown of, Bishop Whitehead about two days ago. But it's a long video. It's at the end though. What was he thinking? He was thinking, you know what? He's doubling down. I thought that was called double jeopardy. I know. It is so sad. So in any event, let's get down to this situation. Let's talk about Married to Medicine. Only thing that I could say about Married to Medicine that kind of bothers me when I do watch it is like, I just don't understand why, the cast can't gather up together and basically let Heavenly know what's up. Why is Heavenly running y'all? Why are y'all walking on eggshells? Why are y'all tiptoeing around? Why are y'all checking your alarm systems and checking the temperature before you address Heavenly? Like, Heavenly's just loud and she cusses and she swears. So you can feed back the information if you want to. And I know y'all got dirt on Heavenly and everything else. I know people in the street done came to Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, Toya, and Quad and basically gave them some tea or some information, especially employees that work for, Dr. Damon. Like, so that's a situation that I just believe, like, it makes the cast look weak and it also makes the show look weak and things of that nature. It would be more compelling if y'all can, do something with Heavenly instead of skeet around. Heavenly basically doubled down, on last night's episode and basically said that when it comes to Quad, she sleeps with married men. And then she gave Anelia the name of the married man that Quad was out here sleeping with. Then then Dr. Heavenly was asked by the producers, so who's the married man that Quad was sleeping with? Then Dr. Heavenly, like, you lying. I ain't say nothing like that. What are you talking about? But yeah, she's sitting at the table dogging out Quad with Anelia. And then on top of that, and then, Heavenly be talking about all this, black people stick together, black power, this and that. She's tearing down black couples and black women, and she's always the one that's saying to the ladies, you better be submissive. You better cater to your husband. You better do this and you better do that and all this other stuff. All these grand old sayings that she have, the reason why that she done kept her man, Dr. Damon, for all these years, but yet she wants Contessa to confront Dr. Scott and fight with him. The thing that Heavenly be telling the women do is be quiet, shut up, listen to your man. He telling you something, pay attention. Y'all don't know how to do this and that, but yet when her back is up against the wall, she's telling Contessa, fight. You mad at me because of Dr. Scott. And Dr. Heavenly would tell you, oh, if somebody said to Dr. Heavenly, oh, you mad at me because of your husband, she was like, don't you ever bring my husband and nothing. I'll never confront my husband and never say anything to my husband like that. But yet she is basically trying to cheer, Miss Contessa on to confront her husband, okay? And Contessa doubled down on the situation and basically said on Watch What Happens Live, when she was asked, how do you, keep a man or satisfy a man? She said, from learning from Heavenly, and she said, trap him like Dr. Heavenly did so he can't never leave. She didn't say Dr. Heavenly, but she said, get pregnant by him and trap him so he'll never go. I was like, ooh wee, go ahead, Contessa. Contessa's talking her mess. Contessa got herself a storyline and Dr. Scott is sitting there right with her. If any event, when it comes down to Heavenly should be championing, Contessa defending her husband, because that's all she said you should do. You should be on your knees. You should be barefoot and pregnant, okay? And then we get to see Anelia. She's out here. She can't cook. She can't clean. She can't make macaroni. She don't know how to wash clothes. She's missing the colors with the whites. You know what I mean? She's cooking macaroni and cheese. I mean, macaroni. Last episode, she was giving the kids hot dogs. Now she's giving them instant macaroni and cheese and tortilla chips. Okay? Like, come on. Nothing nutritious about that meal that she's feeding her kids. And her husband, he wanted to marry a beauty queen and he think he got a beauty queen, but baby, your beauty queen can't do ish. Okay, like this is like what? You don't even know how to wash clothes, baby. You don't know how to, and that macaroni she made them kids was all, soggy and everything. Like, this is a damn shame. Like, she don't know how to do none of that. Okay. And so Anelia and her husband, Cameron, whatever his name is, instead of worrying about Eugene and Toya moving, worried about making this woman a good mother, worried about making her being able to take care of her children. Like what's going on? Kids are lost. They're lost. Like, what is happening? Like, it is so much going on. I thought this was called Duff. I know, girl. I know. Heavenly has been doing this BS. They all used to her talking crazy. Yep. And then it makes them look weak, and it makes the show loses its appeal as well. Because at least, when we had Mariah there, everybody was going back and forth. Everybody can stand on their own 2 feet, baby. Not today. Yep, mouth. Oh God, Your Majesty. Dr. Daddy. I know, Dr. Daddy. Keisha, good evening. Good evening to you too. Big Mama Woo. Dr. Daddy, same man talk harsh. What? Dr. Damon is gross. Y'all been saying that. Y'all are so mean. I don't even think he's gross. I think his personality makes him very attractive. And I know Heavenly is very unprofessional, and she's a doctor. She does not care. Anila sucks. She forgot the milk. Oh, yeah, that's right. She had no milk in the refrigerator. She got no milk in the refrigerator. And he was like, I thought you was going grocery shopping. So her relationship is almost idea to, Toya's relationship that she's dissing and her husband dissing, but at least Toya know how to cook. Toya make sure they got a grocery list and food, but Toya also got help or whatever the case may be. But potentially it's the same thing as far as Karen supporting everything Anelia does, that which sometimes don't make sense, as the same thing as Eugene is doing. It's just that he got a little bit more bank and a little bit more money because he's doing plastic surgery. And better yet, him doing plastic surgery, why do your wife's face look swollen to the gods and she's on TV looking terrible? Okay, like, oh my God. I mean, like, her face is like, what's going on? Like, what Halloween costume is this? Like, what is going on? Who is this monster on the camera with this face and these hairstyles and these clothes and just the whole smile all the way together? And then on top of that, girl, I know you up Heavenly's butt. You want to be Heavenly, and basically Heavenly is going to take you to another level where you can be rude and disrespectful, and you think that you can run off with, do whatever you want to say and be disrespectful. Now you're starting with Toya and talking about her finance and this and that, blase and the third. We don't like that, and I don't like you for that, okay? Like, talking about somebody's finances, that's, is Eugene's issue and it's Toya's issue. Then Toya could do better, Eugene could do better, but it's very hard, for literacy when it comes to economics for Black people, because they never really have money and the door stays closed, and we get high percentages when it comes to our loans. Okay, let me tell you, I got a friend that work at the bank, y'all, and my friend is basically is like in charge of loans and things of that nature. She says on a regular basis they deny 89% of Black people applying for loans. That's just what it is, okay? And everybody else get approved whether they even have a job, okay? But if your last name says Tyrone Henry, you ain't getting no. If your name is Shamika Shaquana Shakur, you ain't getting no loan, okay? Especially at that bank. What's up, Lord? How you doing, Nix? Anelia needs to DoorDash. Oh my God, Anelia don't like Toya. I know she don't like Toya at all. But the thing about it is, maybe she has a reason to, but the husband, jumping in, he seemed to be cool at first, but now it's just like he's another chatty patty. He's being ran by his wife as well. Only thing is he makes good money. So in any event, we get back to the situation of the, what do you call it? Intervention. We get back to the intervention when it comes down to the situation of Dr. Heavenly. She's leaving. She said, F all you mother suckers, and she called them flip-flopping bees, and she said, what you got together with Toya and you did this mess, she ain't nothing but a bee. She's cussing them out and she's running up out the door, baby. I know Heavenly never thought that she'll see this day that she's running up out of Contessa's house, and Contessa done flipped the script on her. And Dr. Heavenly is feeling a certain type of way. She's feeling betrayed, like she don't even understand why they mad or why they upset. Like, now that is crazy that she can't even comprehend or get what she's doing, or she wants to ignore it and play stupid like we dumb and everybody everybody else is dumb and the world's dumb, and you just basically just talking yip yap, hackety hack, on your channel, but yet you're making money off of disrespecting and putting your people down, your friends down that you're supposed to have a relationship with, and talking about their business, and then you got to film with them. Okay, and then she thinks that they better. She's like, they better fall in line because she been running y'all ladies since she got up on the show. She got Mariah up out there, and she been running y'all, making y'all tiptoe through eyes. So she continued to feel like she's gonna be able to do that, and she was shocked. And the reason why she was sitting there laughing, because she done got caught up and she don't know what to do. She's wondering if these ladies actually gonna have a backbone and stand against her and stand up to her. But in any event, now she's running out because she don't know what to do. She been caught off guard. Anelia basically gave her the heads up. Heavenly calls Dr. Jackie and tell Dr. Jackie, bring your lapdog ass outside so I can have a conversation with you, because I need somebody I could talk to. I need somebody that I can plead my case to. I need somebody that's gonna listen. And there go Dr. Jackie just running. Dr. Jackie, you are 5-star doctor. Why are you running to Heavenly? Like, Lord help me, Jesus. Now your husband is Peter Jr. Yes, he does. He looks like Peter Jr. Yes, he does. Her laughter was embarrassment. Yes, she was embarrassed. Miracle, I never heard of anyone selling their home to go rent someone else's home. I'm confused. Toya, there was a profit to sell her house during the pandemic that was going on, or maybe they couldn't afford it. Allegedly, she sold it for a profit because she owned the land. Okay, that's what they say. And she did all that other stuff. So yeah, she done sold the house and made some money. And now Toya was bragging, tonight that, when she was in her confessionals with her husband, Eugene, that she's flipping houses. So is Toya flipping houses? I don't know what Toya do. So I don't know if Toya got a new job. So does Toya flip houses? Because she was saying that I be flipping these houses, and she talking about flipping the houses that she got to get rid of because she can't afford, or she gonna make some money off of it, or is she really a real estate agent? Like, let me know, because I'm confused, y'all. So please tell me. Heavenly is used to making people scared by talking loud. I know. That's true. Well, why get upset, girl? That's true. That's a good point. But it's the fact that she's trying to diss her and basically be the butt of their jokes. And who Anelia thinks she is? If there was no cameras around and none of that stuff, Anelia would not be talking like that. She wouldn't not be froggy like she is. Okay, we gotta call the perpetrators out sometimes. Perpetrating in front, and know that you wouldn't dare say the things that you say on this show, to anybody in real life. Okay, I folks do the same thing, and no one is concerned why they move so much. Facts. I'm still concerned about why Jackie moves so much. But facts, Your Majesty, facts. Eugene fades toe on Toya. It's all a lie. So you don't believe that she's flipping houses? I know exactly what you're talking about, because I can pinpoint that moment in my mind, Miss T. I was like, Toya flipping houses, y'all. I gotta go check out her Instagram. I don't be going, I gotta go check out and see what Toya over here doing. Toya, you flipping houses, baby. You gonna stop making more money than rest of the cast? You gonna make more money than Cecil? Isn't Cecil flipping houses too? Or he stopped that because he was flipping houses. He started an app. Cecil really never has a job. But in any event, so now we get to Dr. Simone, and Dr. Simone and Quad basically, talking about their grievances, and they got milk duds. Y'all got milk duds over there. Go ahead, Contessa, with the milk duds over there for the girls' movie night. Okay, I wonder if Dr. Heavenly ate any of them milk duds. Okay, so in any event, we got this going back together. I don't know what Quad is saying. I have no idea what's her angle, what point she's coming from, or what anything. I just know she's saying, well, I don't know what she's saying. I can't tell you what Quad's saying. I can't tell you why Quad is yelling. I can't tell you why, if Quad is, I'm confused with Quad. I don't know if she's upset, with Dr. Heavenly, or she's mad at Dr. Heavenly, or she's mad that the other girls, or she mad that Contessa is the one that stood 10 toes down, yelled up in her face, showed exactly what she did in front of everybody, and then on national TV on a syndicated show. Okay, is Quad mad because Contessa beat her to that situation? And we got Quad out here talking about she ain't gonna never talk to Dr. Heavenly if she disrespect her and lie on her again. Well, she did this night episode. You did all that mean looking face, Quad. You act like you that strong empowerment woman and everything. You stand 10 toes down. You superhero. You Wonder Woman, and all this other good stuff. She was, your girls out here saying that she got names, and she know the woman is out here saying that Quad is sleeping with her husband all over these streets, wherever they at, okay? And she basically tells Anelia who the woman is, because, when it comes to Dr. Heavenly, she got a new lap dog, and, when it comes to Drusadora, she needs to throw that bone over there at Anelia, because that is Dr. Heavenly's, new prodigy. Okay. And when it comes to Anelia, she's learning quick, fast, in a hurry. Before you know it, Married to Medicine is gonna be canceled, and Anelia will have her own spinoff, and y'all be looking like, what? Huh? We should have called her out. She was funk faking. How is she dark this week and light next week? You know what I mean? But in any event, they rolling with it. They like it, so we love it. So, Quad, what you gonna do? Heavenly basically sat on national TV. She knew what she was doing. She knew she had a microphone on when she threw you under the bus. You call that your friend and you fighting over her. You fighting for her. And she basically done threw you under the bus in the streets. And she told you to go get some money while you paying for your house. Get a gentleman calling. You was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But she's out here saying that you messing with married man, girl. What you gonna do? And then on top of that, wasn't Heavenly really pissed off with Mariah? And she got all the ladies to gang up against Mariah because Mariah said that Dr. Damon was out here messing, or he was messing with somebody, Blase and a third, and that was so wrong. And she don't even have the proof. Well, where's the proof? We need the proof now. We need the proof. Are you just lying like Mariah? We need the proof now. Now show us the proof. Who told you that? And then on top of that, Dr. Heavenly threw Quad under the bus and said that Drag-Eugene told a group of people in a room where Quad was that the worst mistake he ever did in his life was marry, Toya. And that's his biggest regret. Like now you saying that to hurt somebody's marriage because, Toya confronted you. Toya confronted you with your friend. You ain't worried about Contessa or how Contessa feels or anything else of that nature. You worried about your spot and how you still on top on these shows, and you need the girls to fall in line like they've been falling in line. And so basically you throw that harmful shot. I thought you protect marriages. I thought you love marriages. I thought you say you need to work it out. But basically you sitting out here throw that out. Know how hurtful that would be for Toya and Eugene's marriage. Okay. Like, yo, she's wild, y'all. All the fake wig and fakeness annoyed. I know. CC, what's up? How you doing? Quad just took notes. Nothing to say till later. The wig and fakeness. I know. I don't know, Your Majesty. I that's what I'm thinking that she does. And it's like, so, because I see beauty when I see her, but that's what I'm thinking too. If that's like Dr. Heavenly needs a new name. I wanted to call her Dr. Devil tonight, but I said not tonight. She's not heavenly. I was gonna call her Dr. Evil. Because ain't nothing what she's saying, and being the eldest person with the eldest. She's not the oldest person on the show, is she? No, Dr. Jackie is, and then she's next, right? Well, whatever the case is, it's just that she's dirty. In fact, she has some underlying issues. Yes. What's up, SW? Like, Lord have mercy. So in any event, getting back to that situation, So Quad and Dr. Simone go back and forth, and they basically are saying the same thing. And Quad is basically saying, I confront, Dr. Heavenly. I called her up, last and third. I did this, I did that. And Simone is saying, well, when you cussed her out on Instagram, there was no phone call. You went off, and then, Quad is trying to say that she did something differently, like you guys should do something differently. The way you did it, blah blah blah, it's not the right way. You should do it like this, and everybody should address her. So I think Quad is realizing that Dr. Heavenly is a monster, and y'all allowed her to monster around, and now you don't know what to do because now she captivated the show, and she is the show. Okay. Okay. So you got that situation. Then we got Dr. Heavenly outside sitting here lying to Jackie. I don't know what I did. What are they talking about? Like, Contessa could have called me. Like, if the girl haven't talked to you in a few months, you should have called her, pulled up. If she was your friend, you should have pulled up like, girl, what's up? Oh, I'm sorry I did this. And blasting at third, I'm gonna do better. Just watch my actions or whatever. But she's so busy talking about other people's marriages. When her marriage fall, it's gonna be an earthquake, a tornado, and a tsunami. It ain't gonna be nothing similar, because she done gather all this negative energy that she's been putting out there for so long, and bigging herself up and making this fairy tale, life that she does have and what she's putting on. And when that collapsed, the whole world gonna watch, be like, whoa, woo, ooh, I didn't even know they were doing that. I didn't even know that was going on, because usually that's how it ends. That's how it goes down. But in any event, she's talking to Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie done ran outside. Girl, for real. But Dr. Jackie is, she feeling good inside about the situation. Dr. Jackie is basically saying, Dr. Heavenly got what she deserved, and she's feeling it, and she's been smacking people. Now she got smacked, and she's not the type of person to omit to she got smacked and understand why she got smacked and apologize for why she got smacked and understand it. So she's not that type of person, but she ain't gonna get it. She ain't gonna understand it. And Dr. Jackie said, tonight is not my night to teach her or tell her anything. Oh yes, she was feeling it, and she did like it, but Dr. Jackie ain't gonna step up too much. You already know. She did her little confessional, basically saying Dr. Heavenly got exactly what she deserved, and she don't even know it. I was like, so here is, Dr. Heavenly just out here, just sounding like a bird outside. Jackie is the oldest. Okay. Thank you, LSW. I appreciate that. That's a good name. Heavenly is crazy. She's crazy for the money. She's crazy for the fame. She's crazy for, where she's at now, the attention that she's getting, the thing that she's doing. Because come on, she was jealous of Mariah because Mariah looked like her sister and was pretty. And Dr. Heavenly used to be locked up in her room. You know what I mean? But luckily she was locked up in her room. She ended up getting Dr. Damon and her business, and she's on TV killing it. She's on YouTube killing it. So shit, her mother did a good job, but she got resentment for beautiful women. We can't say Dr. Heavenly's beautiful, Lord. Yes, they should, Kathleen, but they don't. Heavenly is a sad example. That's why she's so skinny. She is dealing with her issues and don't eat. I know. I don't know if that's, I don't know that much about Heavenly. I thought she got, surgery like everybody else gets surgery. See, I don't know. We're going to say allegedly. We're going to say we don't know. We're going to say allegedly. All the commentary on this channel and everything is allegedly, okay? Because I don't need them coming for me, because, baby, I never said I was rich. I never said I got money like that. I never said I don't be perpetrating like I'm this biggest boss in charge and my life is perfect. In any event, I be on here saying too much about my damn life and how it ain't perfect, okay? So let's get that clear before they come for your sister. They come for your girl. Boom, boom, boom. Dr. Heavenly is getting what she deserved, and everybody's watching. That's the sad thing. When everybody's watching you get what you deserve, and they get up in your face, and I'm like, oh, for real? I hate that shit. I deserve whatever I'm getting right now. Just say, well, it's your fault. Just tell me it's my fault. Don't be sympathetic and rubbing on my hand, on my head. Just say it's your fault. You messed up, Mary Jane. You shouldn't have did that. Ha ha. Let it be. But don't patronize me. Don't rub me down and tell me something else. So in any event, I have no idea why Quad and Simone are arguing. It's good to hear Simone be loud again. I didn't hear her for a while. Simone's bringing up like, you cussed out Dr. Heavenly because she said you had lipo, you had a life, you're in lap band, you had all this other stuff going on. Look at Anelia's face. Anelia had all that surgery going on. And then, Simone's trying to talk, and then Quad jumps in and she goes, you know what, Barbie, I ain't gonna talk to you, but I thought you was leaving, Quad. No, she turned her little funky ass around in this nice outfit. I already said this is a pretty outfit. Her and Toya had the best outfits on that night. And so she turned around, she was like, I don't know what she was saying. I didn't know. She was like, well, I confront her, I do this and I do that. And Simone said, well, wait, blah blah blah, I do that too, blah blah blah. Now this ain't the way to do it. This is a way to just to get at Heavenly. Are you feeling sorry for her? Are you scared that there's gonna be something coming for you? Because the way that Quad is, like, she's going back and forth whether she's trying to support her and then she don't support Dr. Heavenly. Is it true that Dr. Heavenly know that you sleeping with married men? Allegedly, Dr. Heavenly said it on Bravo, okay, on last night episode. So that is the source of the information, okay? So don't be coming for me like I'm making up these rumors, okay? So we have that situation. Yes, all comments are for entertainment purposes. 497. It's ironic. Her last name is Heavenly when she raises so much hell. I know. Oh, that was a good one, 97. I like that. Miracles laughing. Lakeisha, what's up? You still here, baby girl? I didn't even see you. What's up, Lakeisha? Heavenly still does her show. I think it came on yesterday. She did. She ain't none of these heifers gonna stop her from getting the bag, okay, and get the attention that she loves to get. It's Sunday night entertainment. yes, baby. Lena, Anelia, and those ugly pants. You already know she can't dress. Quad can dress. Yes, she can. I'll give Quad that. Quad is sad. And so is Heavenly. I never forgot her outing. That lady having issues having a baby. Oh, Lord. Ooh. 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 That was a hard hit right there, girl. That was a hit to reality. Back to life. Back to reality. Lord, that was one for the stars, Miss Cece. Why is she protecting Heavenly? Quad had made mad smoke for Simone because Quad was allegedly sleeping with Mariah's sister's husband and all that other stuff going around. Then it was allegedly she was sleeping with the sister, allegedly. And look at Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie ain't got no remorse. She ain't shed one tear. She's like, basically, let me get in and get up out of here so I can get home and eat some salary, okay, and chart tonight so I can chart. These people are really beneath me, but I get all the shine from this show, so I put up with Heavenly and this bad, terrible wig that she has on, and she's a representation of a hair store, but this wig is saying Halloween, hallelujah. Okay, so you got a whole lot going on in this situation. Dr. Jackie don't even care. Dr. Jackie looked nice too as well. She did look nice. She looks like she looked like she was ready to come box. Okay. And so we get to Contessa. Contessa hugs Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie's giving her a little bit of emotion, like, oh, don't touch me too much, girl. And then Contessa's like, I should have listened to you, Dr. Jackie. You was right. She don't really care about me. She don't care about nothing. So basically, it seems like Dr. Jackie and Contessa had private conversations of how Heavenly is not a good friend and how Heavenly has played and used Contessa. And Contessa was a willing partner in that situation. She was running down the street with Heavenly. She was carrying her pom-poms. She was carrying her wigs and her conditioner and her shampoo, okay, and a bag of Doritos and some malt liquor for her. And now all of a sudden, Dr. Heavenly done tuned in on you and your husband saying you running around with this fool that's trying to destroy our marriage and talking bad about us. Like, how can you be with the enemy that's trying to take us apart, that's trying to, do all this to our family publicly and publicly humiliate you, and you running around with her and co-signing her? So Dr. Scott definitely must have gotten into her head, or maybe it went ding dong, click, oh, the light bulb goes off, and Contessa was like, this mother sucker's been reckless with me for years and I'm reckless with her. But Contessa, you was up there carrying her lipstick, carrying her Vaseline and everything. You was die hard Dr. Heavenly, and baby, she flipped the script on you. She said your husband is abusive and verbally abusive, and you sit there and you take that. Don't complain about it no more. I mean, I was like, what? Dr. Heavenly's one of them aunties that tell you to respect your man and do right by your man, and then at the same time tell your man to leave you. Lord, hold on for a second, y'all. So I'm like, interesting, y'all. Interesting. Look at Dr. Jack. She was like, I told you, look at Anelia. Tell me this is not a scary looking face. Tell me she don't look like a scary mannequin in one of expensive stores. Like, what's going on? Why is your face that big? Okay. And have you been in the sun all day, all week long? Like, what's going on? Why do you look like this? Why does it look like you're a squirrel storing some nuts in them cheeks? Like, what's going on? Contessa pimp just like Sheree. Lord. Contessa pimp just like Sheree. I can't. Masculine. Oh Lord, Dr. Jackie is so stale. You are too much. Contessa goes to bed looking rough. She's mad. She don't put her bandana on. Miracle put the celery, the carrots, and the broccoli. Okay, yes, that is Dr. Jackie. Go ahead, Dr. Jackie. Lakeisha, Contessa, and Jackie have a lot in common. They do. So now we got Anila. Oh, this is messed up. I can't believe this happened. Catching the earth god. But some of the things that she's saying do is wrong. Like, you can't be the boss on the show. You can't be taken seriously because when you was willing to put your phone in that bucket, and Dr. Jackie didn't put her phone in that bucket, and none other than Quad didn't put her phone in that bucket. You put your phone in that bucket, basically. And then so basically you're not a leader, you're a follower. Okay, so let's get that straight. And this badass part going bald in the front, like, girl, keep them pieces up in your hair. You gonna tell me you can't do hair either, girl? You can't cook, you can't clean, you can't wash clothes. She must be good on her back. Okay, so in any event, moving on from this situation, Quad is like, if I find out this and now she does it again, I know Heavenly did this, blah, blah, blah. But this was not to get something out of Heavenly. This was to F Heavenly. This was to get her. You heard Contessa. Contessa says that she's been relentless on her and reckless towards her. So now Contessa's reckless towards Dr. Heavenly. And plus Contessa need a storyline that's not talking about Dr. Scott and how he treats her and how he talks to her. Okay, look at this rigid Dr. Scott. Look at Dr. Scott. Tell me, look at his stance. Why is he standing like that? Why does his body look like that? Like, he used to be fun when he was younger, because they showed us him breakdancing, him being part of like political stuff, black community, rap music, dance, had a rap group. This man looked like it looked like his joints don't even move. And he's telling Contessa she gonna have to walk home. Contessa got the G.I. Joe bag, her army fatigue bag up there. But they're working together, and I guess there's the family tree. Well, put some names on that family tree, Contessa. What did CC say? These like, sure, right? I'm reading y'all comments. It's that part for me. Facts. Anelia is swollen from watching her kids all day. Lord, what's up, Top Bugatti? Hey, Queen, how you doing? Girl, you always on time. As long as you made it, you on time, baby. You sat on live with Heavenly, and yes, she did. Laughed. Anelia's super lips. I know, super big. She's pathetic. Right? Dr. Scott told on his wife that she lied about going to the Halloween party. Lord have mercy. What a situation. She didn't want to go. You should have went, girl. And so we get to this situation. When it comes to Toya, she wants to basically play a joke on Simone that, she can't afford to buy her green juice and only could afford to buy coffee because, Heavenly said that she was broke. Okay. So, and it's like Simone and Toya getting along. This is like, wow. Like, what's really going on? Like, it's going down in this situation. They talking. Yes, they got a common enemy, and that common enemy is Heavenly. Okay. And so, at this point, it's going down. And, Toya is here for it. Dr. Simone is here for it. They're not feeling heavily. They're not liking heavily getting away with. They're finally realizing that keeping their mouth closed all these years didn't do nothing for them. Okay, so now they speaking up and they got a storyline where they got to talk about their finance. And then we got, Dr. Heavenly saying F, Toya, F Simone. She don't give a damn, but she is very betrayed by Contessa. How Contessa didn't pick up the phone. And then baby, Miss Amelia asks her, is Quad really sleeping with somebody's husband, because Quad says she doesn't care about you talking about her lipo and all the work that she had done. She's worried about you talking about saying that she was with a married man. And then Dr. Heavenly dropped the name and everything. I was like, damn, Dr. Heavenly, you must really feel bad. Contessa, you must really never like Quad. You know what I mean? She must have never really liked Quad at all. She dropping that information. That's the last thing Quad wants to be considered, cheating with a married man, because she's already been accused of, being a home wrecker already when it comes to Mariah. So I'm like, wow, Dr. Heavenly, you really going in. And when it comes to Simone and Toya, they basically said Anelia's energy was all messed up at the intervention, and they wish they didn't invite her. And then also, she's the one that gave Dr. Heavenly a heads up, and they're not feeling Dr. Heavenly or Anelia at this point blank. Period. And at this point, Simone is basically saying, I don't know if Dr. Jackie and Quad and Amelia are scared of Dr. Heavenly, and Simone is co-signing that situation, like, why this is the time to call her out. Everything's in place, you see it, and you guys are not saying anything. Like, what's happening? Are they scared? Toya says, well, she don't think Amelia has a brain, so she ain't gonna see the reads that is coming her way. She ain't gonna know how to, she ain't dodging them. She just, co-signing. Dr. Scott told her he sure did. His wives, I know. Lord, Simone needs some braces. It's tax season. Dr. Heavily dropping receipts. Okay, I know. Come on with the receipts. Contessa got her whole body done and did not learn to walk like a lady. Ooh, wee, ooh, wee, ooh, wee. Ooh, that was shade. Dr. Scott is sick of Contessa. Was God ever cool? Stop it, Mary Jane. No, remember when they went on that vacation and he used to break dance, he used to write poetry, he used to rap, and he seemed like he was cool, like he was fun back then. And then I don't know what happened. He became Miss T. So here's Dr. Heavily dropping the tea. And then Amelia listening to it and scooping it up and drinking. And when she's supposed to be Quad's friend as well, she ain't gonna go back and tell Quad. You know why? Because she don't want them problems. She don't want them problems, but she's acting like she want them problems. You trying to step into the frontier, then step into the frontier all the way and not halfway. Okay, girl? And Dr. Heavenly, you low down for this Quad. What did Quad do to you? Contessa is all over her patient. Her patient's out here looking good, baby. And he might got some CTE situations. He's a former, NFL player, I believe, National Football League. And yes, he got it going on. And she's looking at him like, ooh, la, la, la. I was like, ooh, la, la, la. I need a Kit Kat and a Hershey bar right now, baby. So, in any event, so we got all this situation going on. And we got Dr. Heavenly, basically, she was like, Toya got some real problems in her marriage. I was like, look at her, just happy somebody got some problems in their marriage and just spewing it out on TV. And what Dr. Eugene said, I'm like, damn, Heavenly, I haven't, you really stooped real low on this one. But in any event, it is what it is. Because she don't mess with Toya, and they disregard Toya, so it is what it is. And and then why did Dr. Heavenly basically say Quad told her, put Quad up in the mix, basically, getting her gonna start the beef, because it's gonna get back to Eugene Eugene and Toya, and now she's saying that Quad is sleeping with married men. Like, she's real mad at Quad. Quad, what you do to the girl? What you do to the sister? Because she's mad at you, Quad. And she's mad and she's feeling a certain type of way. She putting all your business out there in the streets. And Heavenly said the reason why she was laughing because she was nervous and because she was caught off guard and she just couldn't understand the betrayal that she felt from Contessa. Okay. I was like, okay, whatever the problem, whatever the situation is. And then you got Toya sitting up there with Dr. Simone, basically said, I have to get all that negative energy off of me. I did my hair, girl. You did your hair. That's why them parts are not adding up. One part higher than the other one, and one part start further than the other one, and then that's why you put that big old piece of, plastic hair in the back of your head. You put a little braid and bun in. So you went home and you took care of yourself. What about rubbing your husband's feet? What about putting a shower on for him? What about cooking him some barbecue ribs? What about giving him some whiskey? It's all about me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Lord, I don't even know how Eugene do it. He loves them boys. That's how he do it. And Toya must be good at what he does, or he knows that leaving her, them kids will probably be in a destitute situation because money will be gone and spent. Okay. Or Toya could possibly find her another sugar daddy. Can Toya find another sugar daddy for a husband? Lord. Like, I went home and pamper myself. I was like, girl, you need to pamper your husband. He's working 19 hours a day, which is against the law because he's going from one job to the next job because he's still not getting that director pay that he had for the pandemic. So basically, he's filling all these clinical hours all over the place. And emergency room, doctor all over the place. And she went home and she took care of herself off. What really happened at Quad's what's her name, Contessa's house, where you have to go and do all that for yourself? What about your husband, girl? She don't care about that man. She don't care about Eugene. She don't care about Eugene. Poor Eugene. Oh yeah, she was looking at that man like, Lord, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. Her husband seems sus. He just seems weird. Like, he's never had a beautiful woman, and to him, Anelia is a beautiful woman. She's a 4 at best, but the shade. What's up, Monique? So, we have this whole situation going on. I was like, baby, Contessa, girl, you put the chocolate on the camera for us. She's all looking him up directly in his eyes like a little girl. Contessa, now, if Dr. Scott did this with a cheerleader that came in his office, all of y'all will be wilding. Talk about, oh, look at him. I don't trust you with patience. And you were all like, oh, Well, Contessa says, she's ready to get her freak on. Okay. Contessa says she's ready to walk off. She said she got her body right. She's doing a bodybuilding, body modeling situation. And she said if she had to be single, her body, she's ready. She's ready. So, okay, Dr. Scott, you better put some Vaseline and some olive oil on them bones, baby. Get some Bengay and start moving because Contessa, we see what Contessa likes, and you do not compare to what this man looked like. Even though his hairline is pushed back, way back, he got a big dome. He does got some, let me stop. He does got some waves, okay? His waves are on fleek, okay? And Anelia and this poor meal that she done cooked her kids. She done gave them tortilla chips and, overcooked macaroni. Her son looks sad. His head is down unless he's looking at the phone. The daughter looks sad eating that food. Like, I can't believe they eating that. I'm surprised she don't got to cook for them kids or somebody to prepare meals for a week for her. The way that she be acting like she got all this money and, she's an infamous blogger. Well, get somebody to blog over there and prepare food for your kids. Hot dogs and macaroni is not a meal, okay? Like, we eat baked macaroni. We don't eat macaroni out of a box. But that's not cute, okay? Yeah. Thank you, Sandra Johnson. I appreciate that. Hilarious. She will manhandle that ex-football player, girl. You know she would. Monique Ruffins, thank you for watching. Nope, she's short, plump, lazy, and hood. I can't. Who says that? Who says that? Nope, she's short, plump, lazy, and hood. I can't with you. Feds, what's going on? Very unprofessional. Which was unprofessional? Oh, Contessa and the doctor room office, baby. You know when that chocolate comes in. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You know when that chocolate cake hits the plate, and you put the last topping on it. That's what it was, baby. And you know Contessa got energy. Dr. Scott looked like he be out. That DoorDash make whole meals. Oh, you know they do. I'm so thankful for the laugh, ladies. Please don't forget to share, to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, Top Bugatti. Thank you so much. I always appreciate your donations. Lakeisha, they don't have a nanny. The nanny left. She was like, whoever she was, she bounced. She was gone. Nelia's son told us he was about to be hungry. He was hurt. He just looked frustrated eating that food. Then she gonna jump on the phone with her mama. Won't you jump in a recipe book? You know, they got recipes out here that, you know, all these blogs, they got recipes where they even show you how to make it step by step. And I've been using all these different recipes, all these, you know, recipes. I've been making all types of food all week long, and I'm kind of getting tired of it, but been trying a lot of new recipes, and especially chicken recipes, white meat, Sonia, we don't eat dog meat. Okay. We don't do pork. Thank God I don't do pork. I was raised up on pork, but I'm so glad that I've been delivered from pork, bacon, and pig. Okay. Okay, so we got the other, because somebody blocked that person that is spamming the chat with nonsense. I don't even know how to keep they just keep changing their name. So let me just get to the situation. So let me just get to. Oh, that's me, because I have to try to remove baked macaroni and cheese last night. That's what I'm talking about. We do baked macaroni and cheese. We do not do macaroni in the box. Oh. Your Majesty, no fee. He was just trying to earn his check. I know your husband seems sus. Y'all are too funny. I'm trying to see. Okay, I see white coats. What is the white coats for? Oh, that's April Morgan. What's up, April? How you doing, girl? What's going on? Sometimes I can see your comments. Sometimes, let me. Thank you guys for blocking that person. I appreciate it. They just keep coming back. Thank you. And it's, dark meat is nasty and cheap. Oh Lord. When they said Sonia, when Sheree read Sonia so bad, last night's episode, I don't like dark meat, but do pork. Oh, that's cool. I do pork, but like dark meat like that. Yes. I know, spamming the chat. I'm just so happy because everybody eats pork, and that's something that I was trying to clear my body of. And certain things, like I want to go back to being a vegetarian. I'm taking, the small steps. But in any event, they could be a vegetarian only if you take the cheese and the butter, out, full vegan. You take the cheese and the butter out the macaroni. She don't make that macaroni on the stove, baby, and she was talking on the phone. It was over boiling, and then she didn't even drain that macaroni. She just put the packet inside and stirred up. She didn't even add no extra cheese. She didn't add no extra butter. She didn't put no salt, no pepper up in that. None of that. She just gave them kids look like, oh God, I can't believe what we eating tonight. They should be mad. I would be mad too. They should be. I would be so mad. And so we get to, Dr. Heavenly, she sits down with her husband, And basically they're about to have this conversation. At least he was honest with her, and he kind of like gave her the truth and things of that nature, as far as like she can't change the other ladies, but she can actually change herself. And and basically she was talking her little girl voice, and daddy, they mad at me because I did this, and Contessa betrayed me, Contessa did this, Contessa did that, and all that other stuff. And he was like, well, once you put something out on YouTube, it's going to stay there. So you just got to be mindful of what you say, so he's trying to talk to her in a light way. He's trying to, basically trying to put her on the right direction, on the right train tracks to go the right way, and stop making these wrong turns. But then still, he's not going to come out and say anything bad about his wife. That's just not, how he is, the type of person he is. And he don't want no beef, and he don't want no smoke or his home to be any other type of way. So he's looking at heavily making her money, doing her thing, and things of that nature. So, and Heavenly's basically feeling bad for everybody else's marriages and all this other stuff. I was like, Lord, like, what's going on? So he's looking like, okay, I'm here, darling. And she's talking to him. Is that a suitcase thing? Dr. Daddy didn't say some crazy stuff. Is only men can be aggressive. Yes. I don't know what he was saying. Not Dr. Daddy, y'all. How did the macaroni without milk? Yeah, without milk. See, I don't use milk. I would use almond milk, because I haven't used milk. I haven't had milk in I don't know, like 10 years. I do almond milk. I do all the other stuff, because milk, it's like, it puts me to sleep. Milk puts me to sleep. It's just like taking a sleeping pill if I drink milk. And plus, I don't mess with milk. But yeah, almond milk, butter, salt, pepper. You can add a little garlic to the situation, stir it up, put some extra cheese in it, make it cheesy. Make sure the noodles are, are chewable, but not too chewable and soggy. She threw that together with some chips. Could you imagine eating macaroni and cheese with some chips? She might as well. She'd have cut up the hot dogs, the ballpark hot dogs that she had last Sunday. Cut them hot dogs up and put it up in the macaroni. I guarantee you her son would have like that. The daughter would have like that. She's feeding them hot dogs. I was like, Lord, Jesus, help me. Daddy's lame. What's daddy? I am too freaked out by the little girl's voice. Oh, you are? Like, the little girl was sad. Like, she was sad. And knowing that mommy got a life to live. Mommy life is not dedicated to them kids like that. Mommy's living her second childhood. So her husband better be cutting up some more faces to continue to cut up his wife face. Heavenly wakes up with violence. Lord, I wonder what Anelia ate for dinner, because she didn't eat that. Nope, she did not eat that mac, because she DoorDash. She DoorDash, Miss T. She called Uber Eats. She DoorDash. Her daughter was mad at grandma and hung up on her. I know. She hung up on her because grandma said, can I come? I think daughter hung up because, she's getting fed this food. Grandma ain't cooking. Nobody's cooking. Them kids look sad with that food. Them kids look sad, baby. Sad. Them kids look sad. She could have gave him a Lunchable. I'm saying, like, girl, she didn't eat that food. That's a great point, Miss T. She did not eat that food, and the daughter did hang up on grandma, because now she's like, oh my God, look at this food. Like, they know that they're eating trash. Mommy and daddy's going out to restaurants, ordering food. Why can't the kids eat DoorDash? Like, shoot. That is a mess, y'all. I am cracking up. Top Bugatti. Because she wanted grandma to come over there and feed her. And she wanted grandma to stop lying to her mother, telling her that she could do it. She gonna do a good job. And basically said, Anelia kids are good kids. Yes, they are good kids. But mommy ain't got time for them. Mommy got things to do. She's so removed from being a mother, it's hard to watch. I mean, yes, she's like, I only had these babies because I needed this man's Monte. And he just wanted a pretty chick. And I was the prettiest that he was ever going to get. So I could do what I want. Hospital food. Then your mom said, you got this. No. Hospital food, Monique. Lord, I don't know. The shelter got better food. Yes, they do. 6 feet on the facts. Anelia to put those kids to bed at 5. She needs a break. I know. 5 o'clock. Oh my God, this was a whole mess. This was a whole mess. Poor kids. And daddy done their father, he done ate at work. He probably catered, the food at his job and everything. Look what his kids are eating. Them kids are secondary to them parents. That little boy seemed very spoiled. He just knows that he's not going to get the same type of care and treatment that he had before. Being nourished and eating, good food and being happy with what you ate and things of that nature. That's what the nanny used to do for them. He was like, pinto beans, Miss T, pinto beans, Miss T. They need to go out to eat. Production ain't better than those kids. That poor kid. You know what I thought? Why did she pick up that big ass boy and take him to the bed? Why is he being picked up? Like, that's a good point, Top Bugatti, because why she pick him? That boy's almost taller than her. Why she pick him up and take him to bed? Look, she was like, you going to bed one way or another. Like, why are you picking him up? Let him be a. Monique is saying that's awful. I know. Lord have mercy. So in any event, moving on to that situation. So, Dr. Damon tells Dr. Heavenly that she is the leader of the group. And he ain't lying. She is the leader of the group. They do follow her, but they only follow her because they scared of her. And she has disrespected each and every person on the cast and betrayed them. But in any event, she could have handled things a lot better as far as being the head honcho of the show. And she has been for a long time, but she didn't have to rule with fear and terror, yelling and screaming at people and all that other stuff, and act like she was about to get wild and dirty. Florida was about to come out. She was going to put her on high heels and start stomping on these ladies. She wasn't going to bust a grape, but she had to pretend like she was going to bust a grape to get that position, and the other women just let her come in. So, baby, Dr. Daddy said, you are in charge of the group. You're the leader of the group, and if they don't change, you can change. These women, they're going to see these videos. So when you say something, you cannot take it back. Damon, you got to respect people, and then he started talking about, people, men don't like, being aggressive, women being aggressive. He likes women to be soft and meek. And that's what she was playing in that role when she was talking to her husband. She was like, Daddy, I think the girls are kind of mad at me. And, I don't know what else to do. I feel bad about the situation. And he was like, well, buddy. It's like Dr. Heavenly is a trip, but at least she knows how to play her role and play her part. She put the hair on, and this particular conversation with her husband, she looked like her daughter. I mean, you can see where her daughter got her looks from, but she looked pretty. You know what I mean? She looked pretty in this moment when she was talking to the doctor. And then she put tights on this man. He wasn't trying to hear the tights, and he's trying to give her some advice, but she ain't trying to hear none of that. Okay, I'm just like, I mean, he didn't, and then on top of that, he was like, "Oh, she went to go change her outfit." And he was like, "Oh, you look sexy with your clothes off." And she was like, "I'm gonna have to tape up my breasts." And he was like, "Ooh, let me get some." I was like, "Y'all be doing too much fronting on camera." But one thing is for sure, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but I never knew Damon's teeth look like this when his wife is a dentist. She's out here. You can give me some dental work, because Heavenly, you do a damn good job. Why hasn't your husband? How come you never did his teeth? Do not respect her because she doesn't take care of them. Facts. Anita is trifling. Heavily trying to find her a young goat, a young bear, a young rat. What? 6 feet under. Hey, Lorraine, what's going on? The loudest, but certainly not the leader. Okay, facts. That's a better way to say it. You got it. Lakeisha, they need to go out to eat. I never knew this until like watching the episode, that his teeth wasn't fixed or whatever the case may be. So I was like, oh God, like, they got money or whatever. And she's a dentist. So you would think that, he would have been her first patient, but I guess not. So it is what it is. So I was like, damn, Dr. Damon, I did not know you had it going on like that. baby. And heavily, you look in his mouth every day. You don't think about fixing it. Like, I don't even know. And then we have the Halloween party that Simone and Cecil is having, and we have Eugene dressed as Hove, and we have Toya just as Beyonce. Okay, so we got homegirl. She's the nurse. She's Nurse Betty over here. She's about to nurse her old man to the graveyard to get his change. Okay, so you got that going on. Heavenly, she comes through with her outfit. So Damon put on the outfit. He talked about he wasn't gonna put on them tights. So we know who got the pants in the family. Then we have Mr. Scott. He comes through like he's a boxer, like he be exercising and shit, like, come on, baby. Then he sit there and lie, be like, oh no, she's out of town when she's really at home studying, pull her business all up out there in the streets, y'all. And we have Curtis and Dr. Jackie. They come through, okay, with their costumes on. And then we get Anelia. She comes through with a rental truck, baby. You should have took that truck to the grocery store and stocked it up with groceries and put it in your basement. Stocked the freezer, the refrigerator, the cabinets, the shelves, all types of stuff with food, okay? And then you should have had, whoever brought all your furniture buy the food, okay? But in any event, it seems like Anelia and her husband, Karen, basically said, you know what, we're going to dress up as movers because we are going to make fun of Toya and Eugene, basically because they move and they move and they move. And right now, when it comes to Karen and Anelia, they think that they are top dogs because they just moved into that lovely, beautiful home that they built. And so, right now, you can't tell them nothing. They flossing, they bossing, and Karen ain't never been, he ain't never been considered cool. And right now, with his googly eyes, his eyes be jumping like, dude, what do you want? What medication are you taking? Okay. So they think that, oh, this is going to be bomb diggity. She comes out like, yeah, you got that tape. Once you tape up your mouth, okay? You got that tape in your hand. Once you go do some laundry, once you learn how to fold clothes, once you learn how to, when you got colors and whites, you don't mix them. Did you put soap? Did you put fabric softener and the washer? Like, what's going on, girl? You worried about somebody else's, moving when you can't cook, clean. You barely can do anything that is efficient, of raising 2 kids. And now you want to throw shade and all this other stuff. At least Toya can cook for her kids, baby. At least they eat a good meal. They eat good food. I can't. Okay, let me try to get through this fast. And so we got that situation. She's screaming, come out. And so Toya was like, oh my God, I stay on her mind. Everybody thinks it's a little bit funny. It's all funny. It's all fun and games until it's not them. This is how they let Heavenly get away with her games. And now she tortures each and every one of them. Okay, so she comes out and she's like, oh, we're helping you move since you move so much. And they were all smiling. He knows that this is a jerk off move. And this is a jerk off move for her. Look at her face swollen. She looked like a huge Cabbage Patch doll with 2 faces and pigtails. Lord have mercy. And Heavenly, you need to fix her teeth too. Fix your husband's teeth and fix her teeth too. Okay? Like, why is her husband got better teeth than her? Why your wife on TV with a swollen face and you're supposed to be a surgeon? Like, what is going on? I don't know. He does cosmetics. Let me see what y'all are saying. Scott came straight out of the tub. I know. A rental, but no milk, no cornflakes, no muffins. Someone should. Lord have mercy, Your Majesty. You're too funny. Lord, I know Monique. Ania had that truck for a few days now. Yes, she did. She should have went to the grocery store with it. Eugene got dreads and a backbone. Lord, I can't. She ain't no leader. She's a loudmouth flame. She couldn't run, Mariah. Mariah ain't here, baby. I don't care who thinks the joke was funny. It was a dig at a personal situation that they were going through. Girl, you already know. We see her trying to be Dr. Contessa. I mean, not Contessa, Heavenly. We see that. We see what she's trying to do. And then she got the gold chain on. She got the hoop earrings. Like, what are you trying to look like? Like, this lady's really living her second childhood, okay? She really is. And her husband thinks that she is a beauty. She is a 4 at best. A 4. And then if we take off the makeup and the weave and the hair pieces, she's probably a 3. Okay, so he don't know what to do with himself. And so now we get, what's his name, Cecil, being messy. He's like, I don't want to bring this up, but that joke was funny. No, it wasn't funny. And when people was making fun of your marriage in front of this, in front of that, it wasn't funny. When you was going through it, you jumped online and you was going back and forth with Heavenly. So y'all be letting people slide. Now these two mother suckers is going to slide and disrespect y'all. Y'all need to come together as a team, okay? Because he needs to be put in his place. The men don't get into the woman's business. You mind it and you be quiet. Let her do whatever she want to do. You guys could have hired a driver. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't have to do that. Then they got their names and everything. Like, they went into it. Oh, I'm going to go after Toya and Eugene and basically call them out for being broke and not having money. Basically saying that they shouldn't be on the show because they faking a funk, okay? Because right now, everything is looking good with, Karen and his wife, Anelia. So we going to basically poke fun at black people having financial issues, even though Eugene should jump up on that situation. But I ain't laughing with you, baby. It'll be a cold day in hell. I'll be laughing with Anelia and her husband disrespecting Eugene. Eugene's a good damn man. Eugene's a man that they need to sample and take it and invent more men like him, because that's a hard working man, okay? And he's smart and he's loving and he's caring and he cook for his boys and he teach them how to cook and they eat good meals, okay? They have food up in their house. Okay, so we have the spammer is back again. It's just like, so, we got that situation going on. And so he's thinking that, oh, and then how does he think he's moving around in a room full of black men that he can point out one and talk bad about them, and then only person is co-signing the situation is Cecil? That don't even look right. Like, y'all need to get it together, because Married to Medicine is looking weak, baby. Weak. Okay, looking just weak. And then I'm glad that Curtis jumped in and said, yeah, it would be funny if Toya and Anelia were friends, but they're not friends. So basically Curtis is saying, this is not funny, this is not cute, he didn't find the funny in it at all, and he understands the subliminals. You know what I mean? So when you black, you got to look out for a lot of things. You got to look at the subliminals. And basically Eugene came out with it. Eugene was like, I don't find it funny, I don't think it's funny, I don't think it's cute, I don't think you poking fun. You think this is something that you're supposed to do? I ain't never had no problem with you, so why are you coming at the ladies? Is the ladies, me and you ain't never had no issue. And he's looking at him like, how dare you talk to me or address me about anything? Who are you? I got a big house and I got a wife that's a 4. Toya looks better than his wife. Okay, Toya definitely looks better than Anelia. I'm just keeping it 1,000. Look extra crazy. He feeling like Jay-Z. Please get them out of here. I know. It's just like, it's like they just keep coming back, like, you always got to hate us somewhere. Always. So that's always going to be a situation. So in any event, and people are going to root, everybody roots for whoever they want to root for. So, Eugene basically is feeling a certain type of way about the situation, and he's addressing them. He's calling it out, and he goes, why, everybody moves. So why are you pointing out because we move? And that was a good point. People do move. And he was like, well, it's a joke. Like, Eugene doesn't find the joke funny. He doesn't find it funny. He doesn't find it funny that you're poking at something that actually is going on in his life. Because how would you feel people poke at your wife can't cook or clean, and basically they feel sorry for the children, and what's going to happen that daddy's working working all day trying to provide, and his wife is MIA in a mine, and MIA in a house where, she ain't even buying groceries, she ain't even buying milk. She's feeding them hot dogs and macaroni and cheese when they are supposed to be millionaires. Okay, there's some people that only can afford to eat macaroni and cheese and hot dogs and get food delivered to them, or go to the churches to get free meals or things of that nature, or Meals on Wheels. But y'all have it together and y'all are eating like what? Okay, so this is embarrassing. And Eugene is feeling a certain type of way. He's like, you know what? Let me just leave. Let me just go, because right now, when it comes to Karen, he basically thinking that it's okay, and what he did, and that's it. He was supporting his wife, and that's about it. And he dares Eugene to say anything because he thinks out of the group, at least he knows he feels like he thinks he's better than Eugene. So that's the situation. And then thank you, Simone, for coming through and saying that he absolutely had no right, point blank, period. Him and Anelia dressing up like that and coming for Toya and Eugene about their finances and talking about them. She was like, no, it's absolutely a problem. It's absolutely an issue. And it's a no. Don't do it. And thank you for being genuine on that situation. And now at this point, we got Karen out here basically saying it's a joke. I could do what I want to do. And it's true. It's real, and blah blah blah. And why are you taking it so personal? So he feels like he has every right to do it. Look at his face and look at his white face. I mean, she changes colors every time we see her. Bad. Them cheeks get fuller and fuller. So in any event, they both feel like they didn't do anything wrong, and it was okay to come for somebody, come for their finance, and try to disrespect them for no reason at all when you guys are trying to have a relationship and trying to be cool. Because isn't that, Anelia, why you invited Toya to come to your housewarming? We know you invited her to come to your housewarming to show off that you got the big house and Toya's renting. We know the story. Okay, but in any event, you're supposed to be working on something, but then your Halloween costume is Toya. Then you guys are saying you brought the life to the party. You didn't bring no life to the party because the costume sucked. Y'all sucked. It was whack and it was weak. It just felt like y'all, it just felt like it came from a different spot. It came from a place of feeling like you have superiority over Toya and Eugene. That's what it looked like. It did not look like a joke. Okay, but in any event, and I don't feel like you do. I feel like you wish you could be, but you can't be. Okay, that's from Little Kim, baby, even though you're trying to look like Little Kim. So Eugene was like, let me get the F up out of here. Let me walk away. Let me keep it pushing with his dreadlocks, baby. Look, and so basically he grabs his wife, let's go. And so Anelia was like, oh, it's just a joke. And then Eugene was like, you're crazy. Your husband's crazy. It's just crazy. So Eugene ended up staying, and he didn't get ran off because he was pissed off. He's already dealing with a lot. It's like people just want to see your marriage go all the way down when you're supposed to be the opposite, because you're supposed to have some type of integrity, and we don't see it. But let's talk about integrity. When it comes to Dr. Heavenly, she got a nerve to sit down here and tell Cord that I ain't gonna never talk about you again and speak on you in that way, blah blah blah. Girl was just yesterday talking about you sleeping with married man, Lord, and calling all you girls pathetic. Okay, and the producers asked Dr. Heavenly, why are you apologizing to Quad about sleeping with married men when you recently just said that she was sleeping with married men when you was talking to Anelia? And Dr. Heavenly said, I didn't say a damn thing. I didn't say nothing. Like, yo, she's so fugazi. And Quad is like, if she does it one more time, our friendship is over. Well, it should be over now. Is it over, Quad? We'll see. And so now we got the guys meet up, and now they're actually feeling a certain type of way about what Karen said or whatever, but the guys want to play it so safe, so it is what it is. Eugene is still feeling a certain type of way, and so they're feeling something about, like, they never seen Eugene upset and mad like that. Now they're about to throw some X, I think, X, and Karen is not there. Karen shows up and he's acting like, macho, this and that. And they was just talking about him. And he gives, Eugene daps. And basically he doubled down on it that, it was a joke. And if you take it, I'm sorry if you're taking it personal, if you're taking it that type of way. And basically feeling like what he did was okay. Like, you coming for another man. Like, the men stay out of the situation. Your wife is being petty. You don't supposed to be brought up into the pettiness. You're supposed to be above it and basically let the ladies do what they do and you do what you do. But you feel like you have to trash somebody in this group in order to maintain a position in the group and also to move up in the group. And so Eugene right now is the one, because he's depressed, because he's a workaholic, and basically he's trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, because somehow they can't get their finances in order. Okay, that's what they say. But Toya said she got Monte. So yes, there's a whole lot going on. So not a hard 4. Eugene look extra crazy. Please get them out of here. Eugene look I can't. Eugene look homeless. Might have to make chat subscribe only to get rid of. Yeah, I know. That's probably what I'm going to do. Hey, what's up? What's going on, Scent? Next day, still apologize to Eugene. I know. Basically, he got a lot of nerve. Eugene is pissed. He is working, from sun up to sundown. It's not a joke. Yes, it's not a joke at all. Hey, what's up, Major? What's going on? Once he found out Eugene was upset, Cameron should have apologized. Yeah, but he didn't care. And this is what the other guys are saying. Thank you for that, Major. That, now he's telling you, your friend is telling you that he's feeling a certain type of way. He's not feeling good about the situation. So if you care, you're supposed to apologize. So we got that situation. From my experience, oh, yes, facts. A chameleon. Facts all day. She moves, I know. Eugene was pissed. Yes. What's up, Lorraine? Can we put them? That show's canceled now, girl. That show's canceled. You know what I mean? Toya did not. I didn't even go there. But Toya better stop. They better thank God they didn't ask Jackie how Toya looks, because Jackie would have been like, them thighs are too big. So we already heard what Contessa said on Watch What Happens Live, when she actually basically said Heavenly trapped her husband. Okay. And I was like, oh Jesus, we going there, baby. And then you have Juice Adora. She comes through like a bat out of hell. And one thing is, Drew did a good job, and she was reading, but she needs to get her reads perfected. What I'm noticing that she does is, and she almost fell when she was walking in them high platform blue shoes, as she starts with a whole bunch of jokes. She starts with a whole bunch of reads, and one of them land. So she just got to make sure they all land, and few of them, and it'll be a lot better for her. But she's getting it together. Okay, she's getting it together, y'all. She is doing her damnness to make sure she stay and she survives this season. Because baby, there's a whole bunch of new girls looking for that peach. I think Fatum, she's out of the running, but you do have Monietta Shaw that's in the running. Okay, and Marlo wants to keep hers. And so when, Contessa said that basically about Dr. Heavenly trapping Dr. Damon, basically, she said, Andy asked her, what would you learn from Heavenly, how to keep your husband happy or keep a husband? She said, well, you trap him, that way he won't leave you. And we all know the story that, and look at Scott. Scott is just so happy over there that his wife is dogging. Like, come on, Scott. Well, Scott and Contessa has a reason to be mad. But did it take them a long time to get mad? Yeah, I think Scott's been mad. So we got that situation. I was like, okay. I mean, when it comes to Drew, Drew was trying her best. Drew was doing her thing. And they asked her if she liked to fight. She said, is it true what Kenya said, that you like to fight? She goes, yes, I'm from Chicago. I was like, Lord. Oh Lord. So it really wasn't all that much of a good what happens live or whatever. It wasn't all that great. Ugh. It wasn't all that great. But we learned that Contessa and Scott are in counseling, and that's what's happening. And the same counselor that Drew and Ralph is, seeking is the same counselor that Contessa has. And, right now Contessa said, we got a new marriage. I want a new ring. So basically she's asking for another ring, okay? And Contessa um and basically Contessa feels like she was asked, you said a lot of things about your husband, and so Heavenly's repeating them, and she said, well, it's something about girl code, doc Contessa says Dr. Heavenly doesn't have girl code and things of that nature. And Contessa's happy about the intervention, and she's happy with that whole situation, point blank, period. And then, Drew was asked as far as what does she think about how Sonia tried to invite Kenya to, the Jamaica trip. And she said it's very insensitive, especially when we all know what Kenya's going through. And we all talked about what Kenya's going through with her ex-husband, soon to be ex-husband, Mark. And then, Jules asked about, Fatum, and basically her lies out here in these streets, and her, doing all this to her. I was like, Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, like, that's really a crazy situation. That girl done went through her pocketbook and everything. And so, we got that situation in the aliases, and Drew was basically denying having any aliases and things of that nature. Drew was asked, does she always carry dog treats? And she goes, I used to have a dog. Contessa says, so you're gonna stick to that story, girl? And then, Drew was asked, do she want to take back what she said about Sonia when it comes that she should have a baby by her husband? And Drew basically said that she's in charge of Mommy Nation. How can you run Mommy Nation when you don't want to even give your husband a second baby? And then Drew said that if you don't give him a baby, he gonna go out there and get him a baby because he wants a baby. I was like, Drew, Sonia ain't gonna never forgive you, girl. You and Sonia gonna fight for a long time. You and Sonia is going to fight. Drew was out here. She was out here talking. She was talking, reckless. Oh yes, yes. See, so just like Simone, they go along to get along. Nope, he doesn't. He fought his non-cooking wife as a rule. See, someone Curtis, Corns. Cameron should have apologized the next day. Yes, that's true. Next day, he still didn't apologize. Facts. Eugene is a medical director, a dangerous, educated black man. Yes, and he just took time to stop, doing that. To happen live is never great. All right, thank you, Miss T. Because I don't know if it's me. And Toya's from Detroit, baby. Yes, she is. Does she? Yeah, Dr. Heavenly said that she didn't trap him, but I remember that whole season, and it came to the consensus that she trapped him. And I think she kind of omitted, maybe in certain words or, analogies that she gave that she might have. But I remember that was like the storyline, that she trapped Dr. Damon. He was like, he don't care about being trapped. He don't care if he was trapped or not. That's what he says. The hair on my clothes are better than you, Lord. Lorraine. Why are all their skin tones and wigs the same? I don't know, y'all. I have no idea why they are. It's totally a mess. Let me see. Let me go to live, play, put mute. See if I can get this person up out of here. So yeah, I don't even know why. Oh yeah, she's done, Lorraine. Yep, she's done. She's gone. You have arrived when the bots come. Yeah, but they really throw off, what you're trying to do. You say you got to take time because I'm in StreamYard, then you got to go to YouTube and do this and do that. At the same time, you're trying to give commentary. Remember what the hell you're trying to talk about at the same time. These people be doing too much. But in any event, so we got that situation down where, so what do you guys think about Drew saying that how can Sonya be mommy nation when she don't even want to have another baby, and saying that, Ross is gonna find him a baby out there somewhere, so she might as well give him a baby or he gonna go out there and get a baby. Andy had to check Drew and was like, you sound like the Supreme Court. Drew was just all. Drew didn't believe anything that she was saying. Drew didn't believe anything that she was saying, but she just wanted to throw them digs at Sonya. And it was like, do you miss being her friend? How do you feel, Drew, that Sonya is friends with the other girls and she's like friends with Sheree and Marla? She goes, I don't care. She was supposed to be my friend, but she ain't my friend. Like, yeah. Drew, sometimes you got to think about what you say, because you're getting the audience, kind of looking at you and thinking that you're not so bad. But these type of statements and these type of things make people be like, oh, you're doing too much. Like, you have to be cognitive of what you're saying. You was a deacon junior, and then she probably believes that you're supposed to have the baby or whatever, blah, 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 and do whatever your husband says. But she don't be doing whatever her husband says. You know what I mean? Like, Drew, you get very close, and then you end up putting your foot in your mouth. So just calm down. Just think about what you're saying. And did you guys hear about this? I think we talked about this last night a little bit. Let me switch screens real quick. I think it's this one. We said we talked about her getting beat up last night, allegedly, when it comes to Ariane Corey getting beat up at the nightclub on Saturday night. They said that she had to be rushed to the hospital. So maybe the person that beat her up got money and she went to the hospital so she can get a check, because she definitely does need a check. She's stuck in that house. I don't know if she Ubered to the hospital or the ambulance came there, because we know she's not driving, and she might have took the bus. Who knows? I have no idea. But in any event, the latest word on the story is that, when it comes to Miss Ariane Curry, she went to go seek medical treatment allegedly after she was involved in an altercation at a nightclub at a Jew joint, because she was talking to somebody else's husband. I don't know if she was having a prior relationship with the man's husband, or the man was trying to buy her drinks in the club. Usually, if a man's married and his wife is in the club, unless he's the club owner or the club promoter, he usually don't go around talking to women like that unless he know him, because his wife is sitting there and there's going to be a problem in the issue. You know what I mean? We know some men would do that, the ones that don't care and want to see their wife upset. And we know there's some women that will go to the club with their husband and be asking other men, buying them drinks, and all up in somebody else's face. And then the husband and the dude get into, especially at the Jew joints. Okay. So in any event, y'all tell me what y'all think about Miss Corey out here in these streets. So that's really the situation, allegedly. And so, Andy asked Drew, does she regret calling Sheree old? And she said no. Like, why would she regret calling Sheree old? She was like, well, she couldn't remember. She should be remembering what Fatum did, okay? And then Andy said, do you agree with Kenya when she said that you like violence? She's like, I'm from the shy, baby. I was like, Lord, help her, Jesus. She's like, I'm from the shy. I was like, yeah, I mean, like, you're almost getting back into the situation, and just don't put your foot in your mouth, girlfriend. And so that's pretty much it, I believe. And then we learn that, when it comes down to the situation, Toya and Contessa, I'm just so surprised. Toya and Contessa were supposed to be friends from number one. Then Contessa, she moved around and blah, 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 dropped Toya off. Now she's back into Toya's lane. But she said that she recently went on vacation, and she recently went on vacation with Toya. And Contessa, wasn't you on the last episode talking about like, ain't you already pampering yourself, Toya, by taking trips to Dubai on first class, doing this? Like, ain't you already, being pampered? So we just found out that Toya is continually to pamper herself. But Toya and Dr. Contessa, they and Dr. Scott and Eugene all went on vacation together. Okay, they went to see the countryside. All right. So we also have, what's her name, Dr. Heavenly, basically saying that, when it comes to Toya and Eugene's marriage, is basically it's shot up in hell, and it's about to end. It's a bad marriage. They're having a lot of trouble. But, Toya and Contessa, they went on a couple's trip. So what y'all think about that? Hey, what's up, Norris? Tony, what's going on? What's up, Tay? Contessa I don't know. I got to look at her. Oh, in that video, she doesn't. I don't know. I gotta look at her pictures. Her pictures was in the dark because she was in the basement. Hey, Norris, Tony, what's going on? Baby, you is Deacon Junior. I know she got her parents fired her. Like, Lord, from what I see, she only defends herself. I just don't understand, why would the whole dang show come after her? It's bullying and not cool. I feel you, girl. For real, for real. Here for Drew at Bugatti. The ring don't mean a thing when you still being disrespectful. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, that's a song I know I heard. Top Bugatti. Am I? No, you're not the only one. That Drew's doing pretty good. Drew's doing good this season. But with Drew, I hope she don't put her foot in her mouth. She's doing good so far this season. And it seems like the rest of the girls are understanding not to take her too serious. Drew's just doing her job. Get out of here, Drew. That's your majesty. I can't with y'all. Oh, Lord. Yeah, he's straight up and down. You have arrived. Okay, I hope they fight for Drew and Sonia. We'll see. I know we're gonna see how it's gonna pan out. So I will see you guys in a few. Let me go check out not Married to Medicine, Basketball Wives. So I'll see you guys in a few. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for coming through. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. We're gonna see what Basketball Wives is giving tonight. Sonia can't even cook. She can't. Oh God. Drew is keeping the girls mad. She is. Look at Ralph's. I can't with you. Ralph got them he got that boo ducket. Oh, top Bugatti, wishing everyone a blessed evening. Nice chat. It was nice chatting with all of you guys. Thank you guys so much. It's so good to see you, and thank you for the support. I will see you later on tonight. Have a blessed night. Peace. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building. Love you guys. Good night. Peace and blessings and safe travels on the highways and the byways.